Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Mojumla. Today we are going to cover you the Zoom setup in the best-selling WordPress plugin called School Management System. So we'll walk you through the whole process, and trust me, it looks very complex, but it is not. So let's get started. Right. So once you log in the system, you will see the dashboard that is coming up on your panel. You just need to go to settings. So in settings, general settings, that's where you will find the virtual classroom option. You will click on enable option there. So to enable the virtual classroom, right now the system supports only Zoom virtual classes. So we'll show you the Zoom configuration. So here you have to click on enable, then client ID and client secret. Those are the two things that we are trying to get from Zoom. I hope you have purchased Zoom's premium subscription. So to get the user ID and user secret, this is mandatory. You can't have the Zoom's free version to get this thing. You need to have a Zoom's paid plan to get the Zoom secret key and Zoom ID. So let's log into Zoom. Once you log in, you will have a panel like this. On the left side, you will click on Advanced and then App Marketplace. Once you reach App Marketplace, you will see a top right menu called Develop. Within that, you will click on Build App, and you will see the panel where you have to choose your app type. Right, this is important because you are trying to use the Zoom for your own school or the academy. So you will select OAuth option, which you can see on my screen. Just click on Create, and that will land you a new page where you can a new pop-up where you can define the application. So this is basically any name you can give, but give it a relevant name. Like your school name is Alpha, then you will just say the Alpha School app, something like that. And then you can set account level app, select that button and just click on create option. So this will now create a new application in Zoom's cloud. Here you will see the app credentials. So you can see client ID and client secret. These are the two things that you need to copy and paste it into the WordPress school management system. So there are two things over here. One is the testing credential and one is production. So for final version you will have to copy the production version, client ID and client secret, which you can see on my screen. So this is the, if you are just testing the Zoom integration, then you would actually use the one that was on the earlier screen. But right now it's the production client ID and client secret key on the screen. This is what you will need to copy and paste it on the settings screen. So here's the client ID and the client secret. So let's just go to WordPress school settings, copy the client ID. Now let's copy the client secret. So these are the production client ID and secret, which you can copy paste over here. You will also have the URL, redirect URL that needs to be added, that I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, that's the redirect URL that we need to configure as well. So once the client ID secret is added, now is the time to add the redirect URL. The redirect URL you will get from the WordPress settings, school settings, copy that URL and then paste it onto Zoom's redirect URL for OAuth. So for test and production, both URL you can copy paste it. So now we are all set for the Zoom settings. These are basic settings. So now just click on the button to submit the settings, continue. Okay, over here you will give short description for the application we just created. This is again for the information purpose, for your own sake, that this is the alpha Zoom meeting setup that you are configuring, and if you want to add some description you can also add it. These can also be used for the Zoom's public marketplace, but we are just trying to do it for private settings. So right, so then you have token that is being generated by the system itself. This is just information purpose, doesn't has any settings to be updated in WP School. Now you have to add the scope, right? I mean, the scope is important because this scope is what declares what are the information that needs to be shared between Zoom and WP School Management System. So over here, you would ideally share the meetings, create meetings, list of meetings, attendees, and all those things. So just click on meeting related options, view all user meetings, then manage accounts user meetings, view and manage all user meeting, live streaming, archiving, those kinds. So total 7 options we have selected. Just select these options on your Zoom panel. Look at these options on the screen. Once you are done, just click on done button and then click on continue button. So we are almost there. I think we are done with the Zoom settings, and now we will go and check it how it looks like in the class module. So Zoom settings are done. Now we'll go to class that you have predefined earlier, and you can see if you go to class timetable then root list, then you will have the drop down arrow on the timetable, and then you can create virtual class. Click on create virtual class, which is where you will you know give the specific instruction to the system to create a Zoom virtual class. So I'll just give a name and some password that user can use to join, and click on create virtual class. This is effectively creating a new virtual class. So it shows the virtual class added successfully. Now we can just go and check in that particular class whether we have it or not. So if you click on view, voila. So there you have Zoom virtual class link. You can copy that link and paste it to the students in other groups. You can also, at the time of class, you can start virtual class just clicking on that particular button. That's how you start, and all people who has the link, they will be able to join it automatically. I hope this session is useful. For more videos like this, subscribe to our channel and keep using our award winning products. Thank you.